Hello and welcome to First Steps in FOREX.com. Today is Sunday the 27th of February 2011 and today we're looking at the euro-dollar daily chart. Now, what's been going on in the last few weeks? Well, obviously we had a huge upward trend, we had some reaction, then we had a doji type scenario to almost like a this is definitely a doji, this is almost a partial doji, but also a little bit of a hammer there. And that clearly reversed and went back up. And look here, at one point we were falling back way back down, but there was a huge reaction and we bounced right back up again. Okay, until we hit this line. Okay, so the trend line currently is up, and we should put that in. Okay, this particular day we broke through that trend line, but we closed back above it, so it was still true, the trend line. And here you'll notice that we've closed at the 137491 mark, just above this support and resistance area, just above this trend line, etc. So when I look at this upward trend line, I have to say that it's more likely to continue. So my instincts will tell me that the euro dollar should keep going up, and maybe the first target will be this somewhere in this support and resistance area. But we also have another trend line here. If I go to the weekly chart, there is a strong trend line going this way. And we broke through it, but when we came back down by the end of the week, we were still closed just below that. Okay, so that trend line is projected here on the daily chart, so it could have an effect and force us down. Okay, as is the trend line has been going over many weeks, this downward trend line, it's likely to be have more of an impact in the future. So we have to watch for that. Let's zoom in a bit. So as of as of Friday, we closed just below that. That's what we call an inside bar. So we have to wait to see what happens. We can't really determine a trade. I would like to go, I think it's going to go long, but I'm not going to make a trade until I've broken through probably at least the close of Friday. Potentially I might wait even to the high, but probably for the close with the target area of here. To go short, it would have to break below the support and resistance line. Okay, let's put some Fibonacci retracements in just to see if there's any matchups there, any conjunctions. And there you can see we bounced off on Friday to 94.1%, which normally is an indication of things going down, which it did. But then we hit this support and resistance area before, so we're in an equilibrium point at the moment as the market isn't open between all these areas. So we've also got a 61.8% retracement here, which could be potentially be cause a reaction. So I'm not going to go long then until I'm at least above the close of the day. Okay, or in this case the open of the previous day. On Friday, and I'm not going to go short until we're at least way below this support and resistance area. Okay, and we have to watch out for the 61.8% retracement. But if that's okay, if that's fine, then we could, the next area will probably be around here, around 38.2 or even 50 here. So we just have to be careful and use these Fibonacci lines as plots on a map where maybe the Titan stops, etc. To try and grab the profit. You remember, forex trading is not just about making profits; it's keeping what you have. Okay, keeping hold of the money you've made is sometimes harder than making new money. That's why you always have to have protective stops. That's why you always have to have a strategy. You have to you have to understand why you're going to open a trade and why you're going to close it before you open a trade, and stick to the rules, stick to the system that you developed. Use the tools I mentioned here, which are also described in the website firststepsinforex.com. Okay. So, and to summarize, we've been following an upward trend. That trend line still exists. Yeah, Friday we were a little bit short. It dropped, but we're stuck. We closed just on the support and resistance and the trend line. So my instincts tell me we might bounce up again, but I'm not going to go long until I'm past at least the open of the previous Friday, and I'm not going to go short until I'm at least below the close on Friday. okay, and this support and resistance area. Okay, so it's not too complicated. We're just going to have to play wait and see. Let's check out the weekly chart. As you can see, once again, we'll zoom out a bit. You know, we have this downward trend. We have this long-term downward trend. We had the short-term over the last 6 or 7 weeks upwards. There's a battle going on here between what's going to happen next. Okay. Personally, from the other one, we might see a breakthrough and at least make a few pips going up there. Okay. Let's check on round number pricing. So we're around here. So it's not really much. We're not really any major round number in the area. So nothing to reinforce our position. Well, apart from actually no, I'm wrong. We've got about 13700 around there as well, which we're kind of near the support and resistance area, which isn't a coincidence. So that gives me even more reason to pursue that we're going to bounce up over next week. But we don't make a trade until we're sure. Okay, because the market can change on a spin of a coin and go completely the wrong way. And so whatever you do, put a stop loss in, set yourself a target, and go for it. Okay. Alright, well, there's not much more I can say today. We'll have to see what happens over the next couple of days. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to know more about what I do and how I read the markets, then go to www.firststepsinforex.com, and there, when you register, you can download a free 150-page ebook and 6 free videos showing you how to get started in trading Forex. Okay, so thank you very much. I wish you all the best, safe and profitable trading, and we'll speak soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.